Hey guys, Tarab here, bringing you a 3v3 today. We are on Oka River Winter. Player today spawning in the north, we have Ultimatron playing as OKW, who has Firestorm, Special Operations, and Overwatch. Private Pals also as OKW with Breakthrough, Grand Offensive, and Firestorm. And finally the Bear Jew rounding out the OKW trifecta with Special Operations. From the south we have Kamoos playing as the Brits. Straight away going for Lease Assault. Shrimp as Soviets, who has Industry, Terra, and NKVD. And finally Ionarch playing as Soviets, who has Guard Motor Coordination, Mechanized Support, and Terra. Just rankings here. Orange team on the Allies side, they're in the high 40s. Axis, Private Pile, random team. Private Piles is rank 1 currently, OKW 3v3. Let's see, that'll be interesting to see. I think Ultimatron rank round 120 and the Bear Jew rank 4. So yeah, some of the top of the table 3v3 players in this one. Curious to see how they get on. Couple of Cougar wagons, this one's slowly picking away at the squad inside the building. No connection on the cutoff at the moment for the allies over here. Pretty early mortar as well from Kamoos. It's a little bit strange, I think, to go for more like this early on, especially when you're up against triple OKW. Don't really know what you're planning to kill with that. Doesn't really make sense, I'd say.
Point is being overrun.
Maybe he's going for the more, just 2C style build on it. Should be alright. There's a bit of negative cover on this map though, I have to remember. But yeah, Allies extremely slow connecting these points at the moment. You know, the Maxims going off. 2 players going for double Maxims. Section on the charge, but I don't think it can really do too much without some more support. Okay, there is some more support coming across the lake. Is this the lake area? This part here is the winter? I don't know. I mean the river? This part here is the winter. Oh boy. Jumps into the building with the stern post. Should do pretty well against the assault section from there. Just failing to drop models with the assault section. They end up getting beat quite badly. Quite squishy. Oh boy, one of them died as well. In these early stages, the assault sections. Big DPS, but they drop quite quickly themselves. And this is just so slow now. The Axis coming down here. Maybe you're looking for the decap, but it wasn't even capped in the first place. So Allies getting off to a rough start at the moment. Auto fire into barrage style there, 2 shells in quick succession.
Prepare for orders.
No medics yet for Kamoos. Still quite a lot of command points away from the M5 as well. So this is a really rough start with no real light at the end of the tunnel for Kamoos as well. Definitely needs to get some healing up though. He's bleeding way too much manpower at the moment. So he's going to go for another squad of assault sections though, replacing those losses. The flank coming in here. Maxim spins around for it though. Okay, finally connecting some of these territories. We've got 2 forward bases coming up on this site. Let's see what Private Piles decides to go for. 4 battle groups, by the way. This is a pretty good walking Stuka in this kind of region of the map. So it would be disappointing to see none of the OKW players go for Mechanized at all. But he's bringing this quite far to the front. Maybe he's going to go for a forward battle group as well. Still wait and see though. Molotov, but the Maxim doesn't manage to suppress. Mortar getting chased away at the moment. Maxim switching sides here. That should really assist against these OKW troops. A bit of suppression. Gonna make these assault sections a lot more effective when they get suppressed, can't run away. No grenades yet for the Fusiliers, hasn't got to that stage of tech, so not much you can do there. Just trying to brute force them out of the building at the moment. Ideally you put both squads on one side so all the windows can fire, but just has so much firepower, it doesn't even matter too much. Oh, it does go for the battle group as well. It's disappointing to see. Good cut-off play here by the Kubel. Might pay for the Soviets to get a couple mines up around here, shut that down next time. But yeah, I think they're missing a pretty big thing. You know, you're already up against 4 Maxims at this stage. And typically in these 3v3s you can kind of get away with like a super fast walking Stuka as well. It's often not very much light vehicle pressure from either team really. Light vehicles largely neglected a lot with 3v3 and 4v4. Even though, you know, in the right circumstances they can be extremely strong. Often not purchased, so you can get away with a walking Stuka because you're not under so much light vehicle pressure. But no walking Stukas, bit of a shame. Infantry support guns though, they're another good way to deal with all these Maxims. Lucky break there for the Kubel, could still go down to the second shot. No, gets out of there just in the nick of time. Nice camping down here. They have managed to secure this fuel for a while now as well. It's got inside the building. It's gone for 4 assault sections. I think it's a bit of an overinvestment, honestly. 3, I think, is the maximum you should be going for. At that stage, you know, if you do want to really go for 1 extra squad, you should probably go for the officer. Similar role, but you know, you can make use of the sprint to boost forward your squads, you get a lot more utility.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Synergizes a bit better. Let's do just a 4th section. The sections are, you know, by themselves stronger in terms of head-to-head combat, but 3 of them should be enough. We don't really need a 4th. We've got a commissar out meanwhile for Shrimp. And some on-the-field healing, which is nice to see. Big old push on this side. Looks like Kamoos going to lose a squad or 2 here perhaps. We've got a lot of G43s. Cool's going to go for the chase down. A couple assault sections coming around the corner though. Could do a lot of damage to that Kubel. He's peeling off fast. Good reaction times for a Private Puzzle. Gets stuck on the tree though. Nearly goes down. Does end up going for a half track, but look at this, 3 command points at 9 minutes. This is extremely late. Got Schweers coming up for the Axis now. 2 of them on the field. Know that they're up against, you know, assault sections, so no massive British off maps. Okay, he's bringing it in here. Putting 2 squads inside. You don't need to put 2 squads inside. There are only 4 firing positions, so 1 squad is enough. There we go, driving right on through. Getting a kill on that. Maxim's coming across here as well. Chasing in. Oh boy, that could be a cancel on this. He's dropping out some smoke actually to cover that, but it looks like the Kitten's going to go down. Can reinforce that. Gets cancelled. We've got a Zis coming up starting to blast it. Did he kill it or cancel? I think he cancelled it. I think he took enough damage for it to die, but either way it was kind of a late cancel. Probably got less than of his resources back, I would guess. So even though that was a very late M5, still ended up working out quite well. You know, the Fusilier is quite far away from the rest of the army. No snares available to shut down that aggression, and ends up going very well. Be careful of not fighting on the need of cover here if possible. The phosphorus out. The kitten going to work. Oh, but there is the kitten from the side. He's activated the repairs. And that was not a wise decision.
We've lost a unit.
What goes down? Good teamwork here from the Axis. Kitten now going to get turned over. Kamoos a little bit too focused on the aggression with the assault sections, forgetting about the Raketen. It looks like he's not going to be able to get away with it though, at least, so maybe the Soviet player can recover that. Wow, another quad. Okay. Guys are a little bit low on fuel, I suppose. Quite far away from a medium tank still, but I don't think that's really the answer. We'll be able to kill off this battle group here as well, so that's really bad news for Private Piles. Some decrewed over here, but covered and back in action. There you go. Good reaction times though from Shrimp. But yeah, good pushback overall by the Allies after a bit of a shaky start. Did massive damage. Oh, didn't quite manage to kill this though. One shot away from it. Obviously the in-hold healing there. Looks like the Axis coming for the 2-on-1. Late retreat. That's going to be a dead section. This assault section in some trouble now as well. The G43 is working well. Trying to reinforce. Needs to get these squads out of the half-track desperately and starting to fight. Throwing out some smoke. Reinforcing behind this now.
The enemy cut our supply line.
Do have the IR STGs on those overs. They are monsters. Really good in close quarters. Oh, you only get 2 of them. Nice repairs coming in on the battle group. Another phosphorus. Good dodge on the bundle nade. Oh boy. Raketen connecting once. Not twice though. Big grenade. These squad's low. Dangerous retreat path, but the Maxim coming in with some clutch suppression as he kills the ogres as well. Milking this half track all it's worth here. It's providing some great territory control. We do have the next tech truck out. Well, hasn't planted it down yet though. Okay, we've got a Hetzer out from Ultimatron. Reasonable timing for it as well, you know, before 14 minutes on the field. It's good timing for the Hetzer overall. Speaking of half tracks, got a half track over here as well. Hasn't gone for forward reinforce or healing on that battle group yet. And the Hetzer getting to work here. Is this staying in the flames? Looks likely to get decrewed. Doesn't have a machine gun upgrade on the Hetzer yet though. Gets the decrew. There's a Raketen there for maybe some follow-up. He's backing away with the Hetzer though instead of staying in. Meanwhile, flanking maneuver here with the M5. Gets a snare. Decrewed a Raketen, but here comes another Raketen now. Where's he going with that Raketen? Not entirely sure. Reinforcement from the battle group as well for Piles. Vehicle crew repairing through a lot of that damage. Can't move while he's in that, so he's going to end up going down to this Raketen. Piles able to recover that Raketen. Either way, look at this territory control reversal by the Allies on the back of that half-track play. Huge territory control. Another conscript down though. He's kind of replacing those with guards, which is a decent option generally in these team games. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies. It's repaired up, ready to rumble again. Well, he's gone for another half-track. Still hasn't ticked up, so he can't book any medium tanks Kamoos. He's really investing a lot into this half-track work. But, you know, overall, maybe the Axis a little bit slow getting the medium tanks going apart from that Hetzer, so he's kind of getting away with it. Clear up, spotting for the Zist long range, damage onto the Hetzer. I feel like the Hetzer could just be better served on this side of the map now. With the double anti-tank guns over here. Just play away from that because Kamoos doesn't have any anti-tank guns. There's easy pickings on that other side of the map. And the thing with the Hetzer is, you know, because it doesn't have a turret, it's quite clumsy with the maneuvering. Generally not that good at dodging anti-tank guns. You can't like drive around with it and still do damage.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Take some more damage with it now. Squads may be wrapping around looking for the retreat path, but do remember G43 squads do have that extra line of sight. See that coming from a mile off. 43 range off? I think they got 43 sight range. Might be 50 though.
Ready for action.
Axis did manage to fight back, got quite a bit more territory control, but here come the Allies again, making another assault. Rather Faust here, but he's probably going to go down because of it. Late retreat. He's down over here. In the meantime, looks like they took a bundle grenade perhaps, or maybe some ISG fire. That's all we need. In fact, infiltration grenades. Suppression. Concussive grenade, but the machine gun under too much firepower from the assault sections. It's decrewed. The squad in some trouble from the stern poe. Could get the wipe. No, he decides to try and stay alive himself. Getting out of there now. The assault section's bullying piles. Getting a real run for his money. Recover the MG34 now. Start to reinforce it. Grenade out, but the models were so spread out. Doesn't really matter too much to Kamoos. Goes out the snare. Got two overs here, no weapon upgrades on them. So they're kind of garbage. Flak base getting the suppression in, kind of baiting him in, and that does force quite a lot of retreats. Nice though, with a good pushback. EP's still very, very close between the two. Looks like a guard squad went down over here. T-34 hit the field. Looks like it might have taken double anti-tank grenades. The engine crit now backing off for repairs. They're back at base, quite far away. Comes back in for some damage. No kitten nearby, so successful. And mass retreats there for the Bear Jew, not necessary. I've had them all in the one control group and just hit it, but conceding territory control for no reason. There we go, Raketin relevant. I think I hear a Panther rolling onto the field. It's a Command Panther at that. This barrage was in trouble for the Raketin. The Panther round in the corner. He's got a flare up from the Command Panther. You can see this. This is the first shot. We've got the double anti-tank guns here though. Quite a few shot blockers. Maybe the T-34 can survive this. Rod takes a shot. And they're going to continue on his way forwards. Gets off the quad. No snaring squads nearby, so he should be able to get out of there quite safely as well. So he's hoping for the T-34. Quad constellation price. Reasonable. Axis don't have any big like off-map airstrikes though, so don't really need the anti-air, the allies. It's not a huge deal for them to lose that.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Nasty ISG shell. Oh, we're stuck in there for a second longer. They probably could have got the wipe. Here comes the Command Panther again, looking for the kill. But the guards are there with the bush and the double anti-tank guns as well. Command Panther in some huge trouble and ends up dying. Good coordination there by the allies, and there goes the Command Panther. Daring play. That I don't think that time he fired off the flare, did he? So he didn't see that stuff out the back. He gets punished hard for it.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Just decrewed on the road. Raketten's back there. Could maybe kill that.
Ready to roll.
Anti-tank gun now for Kamoos. Decent dodge on the nade. Soul section's Vet 2 though, so the Over's having trouble fighting that with the Vet disadvantage. We don't want to be running through the phosphorus either if possible.
Cherry infantry firing at us.
He's going for a bit of a chase down, hoping maybe to catch the Raketten.
Attacking our flanks.
Not quite able to do so though. Now Sternpost could be in some trouble getting into the retreat path. Slow jumping out of the building.
Promotions for us, chaps.
With, flame incendiary barrages here. Assault section does actually end up going down for Kamoos. Maybe it was out of reinforcement range with that squad. So Sternpost showing their strength.
Tiger tank is ready for action.
And now Tiger coming in for private piles. Here's his time to strike back. Kamoos not very well prepared to deal with the Tiger. Doesn't have any repairs. So when he eventually does get his own tank, he's going for a Centaur. Just 22 minutes in, man. Don't be doing that. Centaur's like a 14-15 minute vehicle, you know? You really need the anti-air or something, maybe later than that, but maybe not. It's a little bit slow backing away there. 34 down for Ionarch.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Oh boy, it's going to be struggle streak for the allies for a while here. Who's suiciding the mortar team accidentally, I think. Too focused on the half-track place. Cancelled the Centaur though at least, so sensible. Has gone hammer already, so I guess it's going to be a Comet. Still a decent chunk of fuel away from that though, having booked so many EM5s to this point. Okay, flame tank for Shrimp. Don't often see a Hetzer versus a KV8, but treated to it today. Got a Panther joining in for ultimatron though. He's floating a lot of manpower at this stage. Beardew also floating quite a lot. I guess saving for another Command Panther. Still, you know, about 2 minutes of fuel away from that though, so probably field another squad or team weapon in the meantime. Cheeky attack round there with the KV8. Damage in here from the Panther. Anti-tank guns over here. Imagine if the OKW team had a walking Stuka right now. We're having a field day. Anti-tank gun struggling against the Tiger. Out of range now as well. Hiding behind the tree line, working nicely. Kamoos does have enough munis now for the strafing support. Could call that in. Taking some big hits. Phosphorus grenade out now, so it doesn't have the munis for that anymore. Smokes everywhere. Managing to complete the cap, reinforcing hard. Anti-tank gun trying to get away. But now under pressure from the STG overs. Don't know how long Kamoos can maintain this position. Phosphorus grenade, he's going to have to get out of there. Could have been a lot worse for him if that Tiger stayed on the aggression, honestly. We could have lost the anti-tank gun. Probably should have lost the anti-tank gun, honestly. It's a very tight contest in terms of victory points. Look at army sizes. You can see Kamoos quite far behind, but let's have that Comet in the build at the moment. Tiger getting very aggressive now. Those forward half-track plays can give you a lot of field presence, but they can also cost you a tremendous amount of manpower. Especially if you're doing it with a close-range squad. Because every time you want to get into damage range, you have to close that distance, probably drop 2 moles on the way in, so tricky to execute without bleeding a huge amount of manpower. LMG Grenadiers are probably like the ideal.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Get a bit of Maxim work in there. Getting smoked out now though. Big damage from the infiltration grenades, I think it was. It's on the move now. Got the Comet out now. Double Rakitans are on this side as well though. Getting a bunch of mines down is a really good idea. We do have a sweeper coming in now for Kamoos, but it's still a very good idea to get some mines up. Infiltration grenades get cancelled by getting suppressed. Range got closed down. Good hits in there from the Panther. We've got an SU-85 here now for Shrimp. He's got the anti-tank Overwatch in his commander as well. Powerful tool. He needs engine damage though to make the best use of it. Anti-tank gun quite far back. The Rakitans are also quite far back for piles. Those are content to camp the fuel and the VP. Wait for those to arrive. Here comes the Tiger now. Briefly targeting the Comet but losing sight of it. Missing that shot. Stimpi's going in after the anti-tank gun. That's looking likely to get decrewed, but the Tiger pulled quite far back. Stimpi's early retreat didn't quite get the decrew. The Tiger continuing to miss with the elevation there. Triple cap against the allies though. Gonna be draining out very fast at this stage. This Tiger just can't hit anything. Atrocious accuracy from it so far. Taking much damage though in return. There we go. Comet's strong, but I still don't think you really want to be going head to head with the Tiger. Only if you've got your anti-tank gun in range, so you want to be trading shots. Out the Phosphorus.
300 points remaining.
Quad coming around the side, but these guys do have the Faust. Ooh, monster hit from the Comet as they're clumped up. Going through that choke point. Got a couple of anti-tank guns over here. Tiger getting a touch low. Quad does end up going down. Looks like maybe to a Raketin plus Snare combo. Command Panther over here. Uh-oh. Comet's in some big trouble. Panther going in, anti-tank gun, getting some shots in. Blocking? No, allows the phase through. Massive mistake there by the Bear Duke. There's not quite enough damage to kill the Comet. I think if he just blocked there, could have got the kill, but oh well. A lot of losses for the allies though. All of their support weapons going down, as well as a conscript. And a section now too. Fires off the Phosphorus as well, getting out of there now. Whoa, whoa, what happened over here? The ISU going to town. 2 units down for the Bear Duke. cancel the walking stoop early? No. There we go, walking stoop here. Oh, that's the strike from ultimatron. The off map. Looks like it got some pretty good connections. IS-2 getting to work. I mean, the ISU-152 getting to work now. Make sure he's well backed up though. So he's to pull back because he doesn't have enough support. Yeah, Allies could do with a few more mines. Axis are in the driver's seat at the moment, but still a very tight game. Axis with a large army size overall, though. Just quite strange not to see like any rocket artillery at this stage, this deep into the match. Very unusual. Decent split, avoiding the grenade damage. Here comes a big old bob for piles into the center. And a big flank on the machine gun. ISU under some pressure now. Command Panther going in, but there's an SU-85 there. Decides not to push any further. ISU spins around. It's going to be nasty. Not too bad overall, only a couple models down. The assault sections can't really apply any more bleed. That vehicle on the Command Panther finally getting out of there now. Kamoos dropping in his planes. He's got his Comet coming in here. Breaks the forward retreat activation. Blob on the run. Could still get slaughtered though by these anti-infantry planes. Decent damage from them. There goes the Raketten hanging around a touch too long. Fire coming in, but doesn't have. Okay, well doesn't matter. Gets the kill on the assault section. Here comes the Tiger, a bit risky on the ice. This could be heartbreak for one of these two players. The Tiger's not going to chase any further. Stern Pose did end up going down as well, by the way. Back on the offensive. He's down, but KV-8's waiting around the corner. He's not pushing in too far though. I'm very respectful of the Command Panther. It's by the way, quite performer. 36 kills. When did that happen? Knocking on the door of Vic-5 now. Uh-oh, bit of trouble. Quite a few of these Panthers low. Make a bit of a push here with the double Rakettens. No. Strips down. Where's that SU-85 going? And Molotov on the Raketten. There it goes now though. Work out the back. Big health damage. Not getting too many kills though overall the ISU. Health damage, a few kills. Good news for the Axis. A bit of a flank coming in, but with the ISU there, don't know how well that's going to go. Comet's here as well. Tiger's kind of still camped on this side, not really joining in on the fun. We've got a flak half track out as well. A little bit strange. But maybe, you know, worry about those Brit planes eventually. Panther dropping the flare, making a bit of a move. A good amount of damage to the ISU. Be very cautious about charging in this far. Easy could be mines around here. Still on high explosive, didn't switch rounds. The Ionarch. Is that Ionarch? Oops. Might be.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Engineers go down amongst all that. This could be a wipe as well. Does make use of the officer charge. You can't fire while sprinting, so it doesn't really make much of a difference there. Do get an accuracy bonus as well though from that, so let's boost up the DPS a touch. That's the accuracy and receive the accuracy bonus. Backpens are joining in now for Bear Dew. Ultimatron just floating a tremendous amount of resources. There's enough room in his army for something else, but just not going for it. Probably should be a walking Stuka. Let's round out his composition very nicely. Oh, there we go. T-34 doesn't last long there. Making a bit of a flank here. 2 comets, in fact. Backpanzer's in some trouble. Oh no, fire smoke. Trying to help the comet escape.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Panther now in some trouble as well. Kitten's out of range now though. Looks like everything's going to survive. Close calls on both sides. Oh, there go the guards. Popped up at the door. What were these Raketans doing this deep? Going off the ISU, I think, but that was a massive overcommitment. Didn't bring his Tiger across either. It's just been AFK over there for like 5 minutes now. I know it's a little bit scary bringing it across the ice, but it's missed sorely by the Axis at the moment. They need a bit of extra pressure. It's from the ISU now to Vet 2. Oh no! Oh man, Piles has lost everything. Both his Raketans and a whole bunch of his infantry now. It's better off crossing the ice right in front of the Allies. I think it's a good choice. If he wanted to do it, back earlier in the fighting, he should have come across here. So he's going to go around the long way though. Finally get that Tiger in play. Axis definitely need that rocket artillery though. Oh, where's this Tiger going now? This is risky business. Oh, but could be the end of the comet. Lion Panther. Oh no, bounce. Lion Panther's got its coordinated fire on it. Tiger bounces again though. Oh, there he goes, but I think the coordinated fire had just worn off, so he didn't get the extra damage on that hit.
An anti-tank gun.
I don't know if it would have been enough anyway. It doesn't look like it. Oh boy, Command Panther coming in and picks off the ISU. Guards trying to get around the corner, but they're not great with the DPs here, so they can't pop button. And oh boy, look at this. Pushback by the Axis all of a sudden. ISU 152 kill is massive. Getting quite aggressive there. 5 in some trouble. Looks like it's going to go down. Both the comets though look like they're going to survive at this stage. Panzer coming back in though. He's down the road. Plenty of tank guns coming in from the side. The flare up again. Panzer decides not to push in any further. I mean Soviet flare, right? Or maybe it's from Fusilier actually. Get 5 hits, so by the way, 54 kills! Probably one of the best hits I've ever seen. Certainly top 3. See that Shrimp is trying to make use of this forward half track for reinforcements, so certainly there's the reinforcements to take that kind of bleed. Mass repairs coming in on those comets, and until they're repaired, the Allies lacking a bit of strength. Looks like Ionarch going to be the first one going for rocket artillery. 40 minutes into the game, it's going to be a Katyusha. The Allies are on the drain at the moment, ticking under 150 now. From his side, KV8 trying to get away. As long as he does take a snare, he's good with that KV8. Looks like once again Kamoos is going to come out to the far side, which I think is a good plan at this stage. Try to take advantage of the high mobility of those comets. Oh, H285 got picked off by the Panther. Smooth play there by Ultimatron. Looks like he did go for a Jagdpanzer to round out his composition as well. Panther coming in again now with the H285 dead. He's feeling bold. Briefly buttoned, but is close to max range, so it doesn't last for long. The tank gun's getting decrewed over here as well. KV8 going down. Oh boy, it's falling apart for the Allies right now. Nexus in the driver's seat now. Oh, he ran over a whole bunch of those mines with those comets. It's going to slow him down a huge amount. Engineers coming forwards to get rid of those engine crits, but in the meantime on the other side of the map, Axis are just going to town with all those team weapon decrews and vehicle losses. Looking quite grim for the Allies. Bit of a shame we never saw Shrimp use this anti-tank overwatch there a couple times. You don't have to always use it offensively. If you're getting pushed by a whole bunch of Panthers, you can just drop it, make sure everything's safe and sound. Looks like maybe the if I had to guess, there was like a vote called there, but maybe I'm not going to go through.
We're losing a capture point.
Certainly massively in the lead. Take like Tiger getting sunk on the ice or something to have a hope of making this comeback. Still, there's so many Panthers and Jagdpanzers. I don't think even that would save the day, but it'd be something. Yeah, Katyusha did fire, but barely did anything with that first barrage. We brought on some anti-tank guns coming in now for Ionarch. Tiger on the ice, but the Comet's maybe too far away to capitalize on this. Come now, getting aggressive. Ken gets a shot off. Throws out a crew grenade. Goes. Close call. Tiger nearly in range as he's crossing the ice there. It's not Vet 2 though, it doesn't have that Vet 2 range bonus yet. Might have made the difference there. Okay, officer calling in some artillery. Comet's not the strongest at bleeding infantry though. Decent main guns, but not incredible. Oh boy. Anti-tank grenades, Faust, double comets over here with the engine crits. We've got the Command Panther coming in. Need some anti-tank overwatch here or both these comets are going to go down. Kamoos used enough munis so he doesn't have activation of the strafing support right now. This could be disastrous for the Allies. And for the low health one first with the Tiger, but missing the kill shot. There's one Command Panther leading the charge. And there goes the other. And with that, the Allies have absolutely nothing left. GG. So yeah, the half-track play did end up working out pretty well for Kamoos. Maybe he built like one too many at the end there, but overall did allow a pretty nasty pushback, and the Allies were in such a strong position in terms of territory control for such a long phase there. Axis a bit slow getting their medium tanks out, and that really allowed the Allies some excellent control. But, you know, during the late phases here, Shrimp, you know, bleeding a lot of manpower trying to reinforce. It hits are just going to town, 61 kills in the Axis. Playing smart, coming in here with the Panther snipes here and there. Allies really missing a lot of mines on this side. There are basically no mines. The Panthers just driving around freely, doing a lot of damage, coming in for the dives and sniping off those low health Allied tanks. That was a big mistake by the Allies, the double Soviets over here, not to build a lot more mines. But yeah, overall, missing a lot of rocket artillery in this match as well. I think, you know, one of these Axis players should have gone Mechanized Walking Stuka early on. Probably would have just blasted these double Maxim players off the field nice and early. Start vetting that up early as well. But yeah, overall good stuff there by the Axis. Nice Panther plays, steady stuff. Not overextending too much, and able to close it out in the late game. Well, anyway, guys, a wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.